that work well with him. I love the Spirit Breaker pick this game. I know this hero's out of mana. I know the hero got nerfed a little bit, but it's so powerful. Like lasso into charge. Like sure, the supports on Liquid struggle to lock down the Spirit Breaker, to lock down the Storm. But once you get Blink on this Batrider, it's so easy. You're gonna get the lasso into the charge. There's so many other ways as well with the Dragon Knight. I really like it. That said, I think the matchup here for the Luna is just as bad, if not worse, than it was for the Monkey King. So I wonder how late they can scale. These games have been pretty long, so this might be one of those where Spirit does have the advantage, even more than game number 2 in the late game.
But you started off nicely with 3 bounty runes on the side of Team Spirit. Yeah, I think obviously the Luna can get 2 shot by a Sven fully decked up. And late game Storm is also terrifying with the whole Aghanim Scepter, level 25, Shard, Lightning Fiesta. But if they can, like, my point that I'm really the most curious about is if this game can be even until like 25-minute plus. Because normally when you're playing with a DK on your side and you don't have like a Murano or something to make sure those quick early kills happen, DK can feel like such a stationary mess.
Yes, he's definitely a bit stationary. But I think the Spirit Breaker is supposed to be this Murana, right? And you don't even need to land the arrow. You just have to globally press the charge. Once you have level 6, I think any Dragon Tail into a pre-cast charge can be very scary. They're going to have the save, as Milan pointed out, for Grimstroke. So past minute 15, it does get a bit easier. But I could see this DK Spirit Breaker really snowball early on. Also, the status resistance to this game is amazing, right? Soulbind, Hoof Stomp actually has pretty long duration. As long as you get that Bulldoze off, you're going to be pretty happy. There's no Dispel also for Spirit.
Yeah, Spirit Breaker is going to be pretty fine. This time around, Mad Cow Madness Spirit Breaker in the game. The plus side is also you have a Batrider, you have a Spirit Breaker, you have a Luna that's going to get a Manta Style, you're going to have a DK that's going to have a Manta Style. 4 of your heroes cut lanes, cut creep waves.
Oh, yeah.
So pushing high ground is going to be really tough for Team Spirit.
That is very true. I love this point because Sven is also a hero that relies on his ulti to go high ground. And not only they can cut waves, but team fighting advantage is another game where you have 3 heroes that rely heavily on vision. DK, Baden, SB with a Luna. We saw the 2100 vision Luna game number 2. They didn't end up making it, but I still feel like this Luna in the nighttime fights is going to be amazing. And they don't have a Slark, a Sniper to really match that extra vision.
Currently the laning stage, mid is even Stevens. Both the off lanes are struggling. 33 is actually struggling a lot more than initially I would have expected.
Yes. Okay. That's tough. 3 CS is... I mean, this hero has really good base damage, but I guess he doesn't have a Quelling Blade, and the animation's a bit wonky.
Yeah, the attack animation on Spirit Breaker is kind of like Weaver's. It's just like a really long wind-up time, which feels weird. Oh, Bo3 wanting to go in onto Maposhka, and will they get the kill onto the Grimstroke? It looks unlikely. Still taking a decent amount of damage though from Bo3.
They will secure the Lotus at least, so that is a slight win here for Liquid in this top lane. They are definitely needing a little bit of that since Yatoro has as many denies as 33 has CS.
Bottom lane, Collapse walking underneath the tower. He's
this
a centaur.
Venge looks like Puck, right? Isn't that Venge set weird? I glanced at it and I thought it was a Puck.
Yeah, it is a pretty cool one. So that's the power right there of Centaur. Double edge, double edge, double edge, double edge, dead. Even going for Insania next, who's trying to guide through the trees, doing a pretty good job at it so far, but there is not going to come a rotation to help out this Vengeful Spirit, and Collapse can just tank the tower for a little bit more if he wants
Blood
to.
Grenade.
Insania throws it out onto Mira, and Mira is actually going to get killed off by Mickey.
Yeah, really great play from the Puck. Just securing that kill for the carry.
Honestly, there has to be something right now, but if this was a pub, this was a BM pause right there. That was
Yeah.
that was a Vuka. And
Don't mess with my carry, B word. As yeah, I mean, in the laning stage, I think Nishap's gonna have a really good time. DK just barely loses any lanes, right? Even Lina doesn't really seem to be able to get kills on this hero in the early game. And that's the thing. They can actually pressure the towers very early on the side of Liquid, whereas even if Spirit wins a couple of fights, you rely on Sven to be there with God Strength, or else the speed at which Spirit can snowball is definitely a bit slower than what Liquid can do if they keep up with the lanes. It's just top. That's, I guess, the Luna is also struggling a little bit, but at least Nisha probably set up to kind of compensate all of the terrible times that Liquid is having the side lanes.
And also, 33 can, once he gets a couple of levels, he can one-shot creep waves anyway. So all he needs to do is gain a bit of gold, decent experience, and then be obnoxious the entire time through. Yes, they have multiple heroes that can chase him down and catch him in the Centaur and the Storm Spirit, but you really don't want to send them chasing after a Mad Cow.
And I really like the Spirit Breaker pick on 33 because I think it kind of blends what 33 is known for, being greedy and knowing how to farm and squeeze a lot out of the map, but at the same time, it's a hero that has a stun, it's a hero that can join Liquid when they want to farm. I don't think there's a better hero, honestly, for 33. It's just not a hero that's popular right now, but maybe Liquid, trying to see if it, his last game with SB was 4 months ago, so definitely kind of taking the dust off of the Spirit Breaker here.
It's not as broken as it was. It's still very good regardless, because it's obnoxious to deal with primarily. And as you mentioned previously, 70% status resistance is no laughing matter. It's really hard to control him at that point.
But he's dead.
Yeah, it's easy at this point because he doesn't have the status resistance yet. Bulldoze not leveled for obvious reasons. In the meantime, Misha is pushing out the mid-tier 1 tower. Bo3 was flying about looking to see if he can catch Laurel unaware.
Yeah, I mean, good move. You lose your Spirit Breaker, but you pretty much get a tier 1 tower for free. This is insane. This is definitely a win for Liquid.
Bo3 helping Insania there to secure the kill onto Mirak and uses Firefly immediately to get at least a jungle camp cleaned up. That's, of course, one of the biggest pluses of a position for or support Bat Rider is just how much you can farm compared to other sports.
Oh yeah, just has to backpack the boots of speed. I think he forgot about it in his inventory here. It's still
boots are for suckers.
Finally.
I mean, he's flying.
He has wings.
Does he need boots?
To protect his feet, right? What if he goes through, a big bird? Could hurt him. But they're gonna go through a big horse or centaur, depending who you ask.
Collapse in return wants to kill off Insania. He knows he's gonna die. Zip in from low with the TP coming through, looking for Mickey as a second target. Mickey dropped him pretty low. Can he stay alive? Nisha comes in. Oh! PK stun, and Laurel Storm Spirit is done for. That's what was mentioned by the panel previously. Milan specifically mentioned that early game Storm Spirit, very dangerous to play because the mana is up in seconds.
Yeah, he did have to overcommit a little bit on Mickey. Had a raindrop, had Lotus, so unfortunate. Very unfortunate. No boots as well, so had to commit a lot of ball lighting mana to get on top of the targets. And as that happens, 33 is cruising. You have this Mickey Luna recovering, but the big boy, Yatoro, is super farmed. 60 CS and stacking for himself, already level 7.
Yeah, Yatoro is pretty bulky at the moment. On that Sven.
Mickey.
Isha going in, they spot out. There's a couple of small stacks, so they're just going to see if they can clear it up. But with Laurel rotating through, yeah, they're just going to back off. It's not worthwhile risking it. Your Elder Dragon form was about to end, and he didn't have any mana to boot.
Lots of things happening here all around the map. Really hard to keep
Foxy's
up
just
with
playing
everything.
farm gaming. He's almost level 6 on the Bat Rider.
I love it. Just cut the waves. Just make sure that you're gonna hit that blink dagger timing. But Yatoro wants to put an end to this. Has got strength. Just needs a hero
There's
to
the
connect.
storm. And Boxy will be found out. Didn't have the Firefly, so couldn't get away. And with the God Strength, Yatoro will continue to farm. I mean, that's pretty much
Interesting.
exactly what he needs to do. Get ahead quickly. He is tied with Nisha in terms of net worth, though. Nisha is incredibly successful so far. I didn't really see too much of Nisha last game on the Voker. He did, of course, do a lot of spell combos, which were great, but the right-click Voker build just didn't do anything.
I agree. It was a bit weird. But one thing, looking at 33, he has a Void Stone.
Tanya taken down, 33. Yeah, he's got the Void Stone.
Is he going to use Saber? Do you think that's what he's going for?
Yeah, I think he's going for Echo Saber. Has to be.
Yeah,
on his Spirit Breaker with double Greater Bash. Definitely.
Very
Yatoro
low.
Very fast thanks to the Mask of Madness. Breathe Fire not going to be able to reach, but with Vision, 33 will get the charge in and Yatoro will alter. A core for a core. Safe laner for a safe laner.
And you know what? This Spirit Breaker does another thing that we didn't talk about. BKB, Piercing Control, and Sven. That is usually the counter to this hero. The BKB duration is so important for Sven, and if you're constantly charging, getting the OT off, even if you don't kill him, it means he's not killing anyone. And I'm very curious to see how 33 is going to take these fights, because I feel like there's a lot of value in charging him as bottom.
Boxy's looking to drag Miposhka, but there's a chase onto Mira on the other side that they will be able to secure. Miposhka's actually still dropping here. Lasso drag. Boxy, does he have the damage to take down Miposhka? He actually lost the... while he dragged him back, he lost the sticky napalm stacks, so those got reset, unfortunately, so the damage was definitely not going to be there.
And they get the tower, so still a Spirit win. They rotate a lot of heroes, only kill support. Feel like Liquid didn't really get that much out of that, and you were right, Spirit Breaker is going for that Echo Sabre build. Very different from the Octarine that we used to see.
Yeah, but that was Hanamidas Octarine the entire time. Then they nerfed Hanamidas and they nerfed Spirit Breaker, so I understand why. I'm curious to see if it's going to be like a Harpoon later, which is weird on Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, I don't know. You really get that much value out of the double hit?
I guess the mana regen's pretty important. He has a terrible mana pool.
Maybe you go BKB afterwards then? Like you disassemble, get the Echo later.
Oh, DK-san onto Laurel in mid. The Storm Spirit, do they control him enough? No, they do not. Laurel will be able to just zip out of there. Nisha also has a Mage Slayer available right now. Oh, you were right. 33 went for the Moo charge, but will interrupt his own charge. Was actually spotted underneath that Observer Ward. So the Storm zips all the way back to base. Nisha body block by Collapse. The swap comes out. And the sacrificial play by Insane. Yeah, Nisha actually going back in the meantime because he saw, oh, Mira's pretty low. I could probably take him. So Nisha's still being chased by Yatoro, who used the God Strength here. 33's got the charge. He's going for the backline. So doom into the Miposhka catch. Nether Strike kills off Mira. Zip comes forward. Boxy's going to lose his life, but Yatoro is the first one down. That is big. That is huge. We'll hold him in place for a little bit longer. 33, he's got another charge in 5 seconds. Collapse does not have a way out of there.
Oh,
just
didn't hit.
Vision. Nisha, can he get
the tree?
No, Collapse. He places the tree right in front of him, and no way, Jose. Beautifully done. No Quelling Blade on Nisha.
The Iron Branch as well. What a play from him. Really, really good. But still, Yatoro dies, and we can already see how these fights, like, even when 33 is farming, just TPing, getting those charges off, you can punish those chases from Spirit. They are usually not a team that chases that long. So, yeah, they get punished pretty hard.
Nisha's now top net worth. That Mage Slayer is going to be very useful against the Storm, especially in the early game. And later down the line as well against the Blink Dagger that collapses. Now finished up.
Same for that Centaur. Just a lot of magic damage that he...
33 next item, Heaven's Halberd. More status resistance, disarm on the Sven. That's going to be a very big item to gain.
That is a 33 build. This is not something that we used to see at all on Spirit Breaker, but I like it. I think the Heaven's Halberd, even against the Storm, is very valuable.
Oh, he is going to go for a charge.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Cancels it very quickly. Bottom lane, Mickey. Yeah, he's just building up his Manta style. Has to come back a little bit compared to Yatra, who's pretty much been gifted a perfectly free lane on that Sven.
Yeah, had some stacks as well. Already level 12, so experience-wise, very.
Nisha's also getting the stacks to farm himself.
33
so Nisha's mainly the focal point for the Liquid side. He's going to have to make the space so that later down the line Mickey can overtake him.
They find 33 and he is dead.
And forces a 3-man move topside. Keeps the rest of his cores alive.
So no blink on Nisha. I thought that maybe they were gonna try and utilize this blink charge a bit more, but I guess the Batrider... Oh, also no blink on Bo3. Very interesting approach here from Liquid. Two heroes you would usually expect to have it.
I think they're okay with just extending this game. They're pretty comfortable with once DK gets Manta style, Aghanim Scepter. At that point, you just split the entire map back, and you're gonna play Rat Dota for most of it if you're Team Liquid.
Yeah, that seems to be the case. Looks like Gaben agrees here. 57% chance for them to take this one.
Ooh, 33. They're lying in wait. 4 heroes topside, waiting for 33 to come forward. There's an Observer Ward. He's underneath it perfectly. Goes, pops the Bulldoze, trying to run away. Charges in, actually, onto my post. Gets lifted up. Soulbind gets used. 33 does eventually die, but it cost him pretty much everything. Center Stampede will not get Mira out of there, but it will be a 1-for-1 trade. They threw everything at 33 right there, and he almost got away as well.
Yeah, he definitely felt like he could survive. You know, has the Sanj, did pop the Bulldoze. He was just ever so barely alive. Maybe with another point in Bulldoze, she could be able to survive. But they're trying to set up here with this Blink on Collapse. Okay. Swap.
Yatro pops God Strength bottom lane, top side. It's like they're gonna end their chase. Yatro really wants to use this God Strength aggressively, but Sven is not as maneuverable as the Monkey King was from last game.
Yeah, and in this game, he relies on the initiation of either the Storm or Collapse a bit more. And Collapse will stop. Lara was a bit far away. Only now got his level 12, so still... He doesn't have as much reach as Storms usually have in the later portions of the game.
Group together, smoking up on the side of Liquid, heading up towards top, where they might find the support and Collapse walking about. They've been pretty much together the entire time. There's going to be a counter smoke on the opposing side. 33 is ready for the charge. Goes in, the lift is a little bit too late. Maposhka dropping low. Mira steals the charge, runs away, and will be able to get himself to the other side of the map.
Alright, yeah, that's a classic. Gotta be careful about the Rubik. I think that's the only downside of the Spirit Breaker pick this game. That Rubik, the stolen charge, is very annoying. You think he should keep the bash, like, from charge?
Nah.
It's weird, right? And I think he gets amplified by the spell steal as well.
He should have the bash included with the charge. Otherwise, you're gonna change half the spells that Rubik steals, and they're all gonna suck. Probably not a Rubik player here that loves to steal stuff like charge.
Okay, so you're biased. I mean, Rubik's a fine hero, though.
Biased.
I'm not gonna hate on Rubik players. It is definitely a hero that's actually fun to play, that hard to hate. As old Manta dodge from Mike.
Oh, the Manta dodge is beautiful. Collapse will be caught out because of that.
God
And
damn.
disengage.
Mike.
Mira's being charged. His charge is up in a second, but the lift up, drag back. Mira, nope.
See ya.
Goodbye. And Bo3 pops the glimmer. He's at the ready. Spots out Mira. Wants to drag him back. Tosses him in, and will be able to lasso him if needed. Indeed, not required right there, but still the kill getting secured. Sneaky beaky Bo3.
Now Halbert done for 33. He is gonna become really hard to kill, and I think that is kind of what Liquid is banking on. You have two very bulky cores. The Luna, once you get the shard, also becomes hard to kill, and you have a swap to protect her. And the damage of Spirit is very commitment heavy. Storm relies on mana to get kills. If you survive the first volley of spells, the first initiation, Spirit's gonna struggle to take these fights. They don't have sustained damage at all. Sven, you know, after the BKB, also struggles. BKB that, by the way, just got completed.
That should pretty much be the moment where they go for a fight. As you can see, they're already heading in the Radiant's direction. Misha backing off, doesn't have his Elder Dragon form for 25 seconds, so taking a fight right now will be ill-advised. There's also no lasso for another 30, but it's taking a bit too long. The cooldowns will be up once an engagement starts.
Yeah, they are chilling here. It felt like they were kind of grouping up for a smoke. Maybe they're waiting for the rune. Very important for the storm if you can pick it up, and it is an amplified damage.
That's a good rune to grab.
Do they have a smoke? Okay, backpack on Mira. They're definitely going for a play. Now, the interesting thing is the Lotus Orb here on the center. Not that common of an item, but against Spirit Breaker and Dragon Knight, always nice to have. Even the swap, actually.
Mira, does he have his Yules? Yeah, Yule's being delivered, so that's a good way to get rid of the bulldoze from the Spirit Breaker.
Use an Idol Vizier, so a lot of cast range. Prevent that charge as well.
Probably the best item to get against Spirit Breaker, because you don't have a nullifier builder on your team. Or you could technically get one on the Sven maybe, or Storm, but both of those are just not great. Probably Centaur would be your best bet in this game, but it's...
Yeah, it's not that great, as they are maybe in a position here to smoke. Yeah, Spirit going for the bottom side.
Oh, top side, Laurel. Foxy's right behind him. Can they get the catch, though? Oh, no. They're not going to go for Laurel. Instead, just keep on farming. It is almost a Blink Dagger done onto Bo3.
Roshan, though, bottom side, could be an option against Yatoro, though. He has other plans.
Some drawing on the map right there by Bo3. Go bottom. Maybe grab Tormentor was what he's saying.
Yeah.
Or give me farm. Go away. My farm. I'm a Batrider.
Yeah, he did finish his blink, so that's big timing for the Batrider. Smoke on, I guess, Light Spirit Smoke did wear off, but it was for a second through. There we go. No blink on Nisha, so it's kind of, you have to initiate 33, and it's awkward. Like, it's not reliable initiation anymore. It has to be the Batrider.
Be careful. Yeah, the Bat's the only one that has the solid catch. DK not queued up that he wanted to go for blink, but instead Nisha's going to go for the Aghanim Scepter, which makes fights on the dire side in general really hard. Another smoke? I mean, at this point, you must be running out of smokes.
Yeah,
I've seen 3 smokes in a row.
They know where Bo3 is. He took away that Watcher, and they saw the Blink Dagger. So if they can get the initiation... Close.
But they're aware of it. They're so aware of this on Liquid. They're all falling back. Still 4k net with lead. They have the DK illusions pushing that bottom wave in towards the tier 1 tower.
Another smoke, man.
So much
4 smokes in 2 minutes.
Keep chasing for more. Dire Smoke's about to end. Pops his illusions. Send out the DK illusions to scout the area. Smoke's about to break. Collapse. Spots out 2.
Good
or it
position.
actually spots out nothing because they don't have any vision in that area. Lara will be spotted out in response. I mean, whoever leaves this area will lose Roche. So it's really dangerous to either fight here or disengage. But Liquid have the advantage of being able to cut creep waves on the map.
Yeah, they definitely do. Usually, Spirit Breaker is a bit better at this, right? The build that 33 ended up going for. You don't have that much of a mana region to work with, but they are going Roche here. They see 33 mid, and Liquid already used 2 smokes. Do you even have another one to contest this?
They
don't.
do not currently. Roche is half dropped. It is dangerous though around the pit because Yatoro, he did use God Strength and it's already on half cooldown.
Yeah.
So they need to just disengage. Quick TPs out of there, and indeed, Team Spirit. They get Roche, they get the AIDS on Laurel, and they get out.
Yeah, still though, this gold advantage on Liquid, just because Spirit is grouping up so much, because these waves are constantly being cut, Liquid is benefiting greatly monetary-wise, as Mira could be jumped by Mr. Nisha.
Lasso drag on the Rubik. Quick kill. Gets secure, looking for the tier 2 tower, probably with the Tormentor behind it in mind afterwards.
You know what? We barely got to see Miposhka playing with the Storm, right? We were all hyping up this Inkswell. They never really got an opening. It felt like Spirit is looking for a fight for a while now. And Liquid was also looking for fights, but they just farm better with their heroes. SB always gets farm, Luna with the illusions, DK with the illusions. A bit unfortunate here. I think Spirit, they wanted way more out of their mid game.
It's tough. It's tough playing against this Liquid lineup because they should be very capable in splitting the map. You don't know how fast, like, even if you think you have a man advantage, Batrider blinking out the trees with the lasso is a threat. You've got the Vengeful Spirit with the Nether Swap save, potentially, and of course, Spirit Breaker charging all across the map. 33 is closing in on that BKB, which will be... I mean, the only way that they have to control him at that point is Soulbind.
I would probably assume never ever in the history of a pub game a Spirit Breaker ended up going for this build, which I love as they fan Collapse.
Oh, Collapse, Nether
they
Struck.
changed their stuns.
Charge, but Collapse does get taken down without anything more than a Stampede usage.
Alright.
You were saying?
I don't think a Spirit Breaker in a pub ever went for the exact 33 build. Halberd, Echo, Halberd, BKB, they're all so greedy. It's like...
You haven't played my
eggs,
pubs. I have definitely
Octarine.
sall this build.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't get to see Spirit Breaker that much in my pubs, but alright.
I don't get to see it that often either. Might have not even been this patch. A previous patch with... You could combo Echo Saber with... What could you combo it previously? Bloodbone or something?
No, it was Silver Edge in the past.
A Silver Edge, yeah, Silver Edge Spirit Breaker was the thing. So you had Echo Saber, Heaven's Halberd against any, probably like TA or something.
True. No, it was actually not Echo Saber, it was Crystallis. Right? The Silver Edge was Crystallis. Maybe even more back in the day was Echo. Like, way back.
Echo was a combo with something. I just can't remember what.
I think it was also Silver Edge, but like 4 years ago, maybe more, when it did get switched up to Crystallis eventually, and now it's a shadow of an item, because it's just,
yeah,
it's
now
just
it's
garbage
kind
now.
of meh.
Yeah. It's just like a Demon Edge.
Goes into Harpoon, but it did previously. I'm actually kind of... It's stuck in my head now.
It's alright. You have 69 minutes to remember what the item was.
Nope, I will not come up with what item combo was. Chat, you will probably post it instantly and be like, oh my god, this caster doesn't remember a patch from 2 years ago.
Yeah, but it's gonna be 5 minutes from now, so we're not gonna be able to read it because we'll forget.
Oh no, I'll definitely keep my eyes on chat. I've got my clock set up. Currently, while all of this is going on, Liquid are slowly starving out Team Spirit. 8k net worth lead right now. Spirit Breaker is getting scarier and scarier the later the game goes. Same
One
with
thing
the
that
DK.
is good for this game is that, yes, they didn't get that much out of it, Spirit. Yes,
Dire's
they
middle tower
are being out-farmed. But this Linken's, I think, is what Lara's waiting for to start being active. Because now, you know, it's only going to be either Lasso or Dragon Tail. This is already a huge win, especially if you then have that
Oh, they just
dispel.
use it on Yatoro and cliff him as well. Oh no, he got the R2 experience right there.
That is, yep, that is rough. He might start streaming on Kick in no time, as Tier 2 tower just gonna be finished here as the Aegis expires. No buyback as well. I feel like Liquid is at least gonna poke this high ground a little bit.
Yeah, they've got a Luna, they've got a DK with a Black Dragon form. Buildings start to drop very quickly. Vengeful Spirit aura behind it. Once the tier 3, yeah, they have to fortify it. The creeps are still alive in mid, so they will be coming up. No one cut it just yet. That might actually just be a full set of racks here for the side of Liquid, because there will not be a Sven coming in. Mickey also has the Kanda now, so you even have to be very careful of just a random little Lucent Beam pop. There is going to be Larl's Lucent Beam pop. Is Lincoln Sphere.
Swell attempt.
Going in onto 33. Doesn't really care. Has the save swap. Soulbind onto 2. They get the range racks, but it seems they're going to bail on the melee racks because it is a bit too risky.
All right, not too shabby. A lot of patience here. Very disciplined from Team Liquid. They don't get baited. They get everything they could squeeze out of Spirit. And yeah, no Glyph as well, which means if they get one smoke, because there's no, I guess, there's one tier 2 tower bottom, but you could win one fight and get 2 lanes of barracks here as Liquid, especially if you kill, you know, either the Sven or the Storm. They are very far away from their buybacks.
Yeah, it was Silver Edge. Okay, I just had to quickly finally find what it was exactly.
You're still waiting for the answer?
I was still looking for it!
Oh my god. Well, I mean, I love that you were, you know, very invested as Bo3.
Oh, Boxy's gonna get caught. Force staff, Glimmer can't even be used, but charge gets interrupted. That's gonna be Bulldoze on cooldown as well. Buyback comes out from Boxy. 33. He's not close to any of his allies. Nether Strike going in for collapse. Center Stampede trying to disengage. Going back in. That's going to be a catch on to Mickey backline, but the swap gets both of them out of there. While in the meantime, Nisha, Black Dragon's gonna be able to chase forever. Yatoro drag back and again cliffed up by Boxy. Oh my lord, this Bat Rider is disgusting.
Oh boy, no buyback. I guess the only thing is that this Luna is very low HP, with a Storm being full on resources, but there is a salve. There you go. That's the support treatment we expect. There's also
in his inventory, so
and a Lotus. So yeah, they should be fine. This might be 2 lanes of Barretts.
there's no fortification anymore. This is very dangerous for Team Spirit.
Even if there was a buyback, they know there's no God Strength. So it's going to be 2 lanes and possibly
Mira
more.
gets force-staffed forward by Boxy again, making play after play. In comes a lot of damage from Larl's Shard right there. Cloud's actually doing tons of work thanks to the Larl Shard.
Dragon Tail.
Who will almost drop down. He's going to zip, 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 and Larl to disengage. Can they at least get themselves 2 sets of racks? It seems not likely because Nisha is going to be left behind, and 33 is going to try and outrun the Phantom.
Go!
Which he is sort of
Faster!
doing.
Face boots!
Okay, that's so weird.
What's the move speed of the Phantom Embrace? It doesn't say.
Really, really, really fast.
Huh. I'm
Look at that Centaur damage though. 8k on collapse.
Damn. Yeah, that's the shard as well. We didn't talk about this. He ended up going Midas on collapse.
Ah, yeah, after his load serve, I think it was Blade Mill, Blink, Lotus
or
and
Midas.
then Hand of Midas.
Yeah. Well, they also find a cow here, just laying around. Okay,
That's
Liquid.
almost all the net worth advantage gone.
Yeah, and that is a cow dead for a minute, which is exactly how much they need for Roshan. Gets pinged out here. Let's see how patient Spirit's gonna be about it.
I'm really hoping Collapse at this point goes for the Kanda build.
I would love it. I would love it. Kai Assange, and give me a Kanda as well.
Sven dies, you're like, nah, bro, I'm going to get myself 300 strength and then just whack people with it.
Octarine, just get that lure. Just get that 2.75 double edge cooldown.
He doesn't have the double edge strength damage talent.
GG.
Well, the other one does give him strength, so it technically gives him strength damage. Which is,
not even
actually,
close.
it makes more sense.
Unacceptable from Collapse here. The Midas is fine, but the talent just unacceptable.
Yeah, but with the shard, don't you get 15 strength, but then 15% over the 15 strength with all the double edges you do?
So
in a sense, you get a ton more strength.
I don't think so, right? Because like 35.
And if you get...
No, there's no way. There's no way. Because it's
written.
If
you get Kanda, it's also based on your right-click damage. And then you have a lot more right-click damage.
Wow, that's insane. That extra 15 right-click damage. Oh, wait a second here. They're going for the portal. They're in the low ground.
From behind. And the Poska load sword. There's going to be a zip in onto Boxy. The Bat Rider's in trouble. Eclipse comes up on top.
Storm.
And will they finally lose a life? Yes, Boxy's dead, but Collapse is a huge one to take. The rest of the Dire team needs to back off. God Strength was used. Still a BKB at the ready. Charge forward. And Laurel, Lincoln Sphere has been popped. Jump in. Oh, the BKB pop. Nether Strike, pump fake. Load sword being used to save his life, but that's Collapse. Going to die back in the process. Laurel zipping in, zipping out. Too scary, too dangerous. No BKB onto Yatoro. Needs to be careful. The charge from 33 going for the backline. And Meke coming up with an ultra kill, looking for that rampage. His team's got to give him the beautiful rampage there. Yatoro trying to run away with the BKB usage. Nisha's just going to be able to chase him down forever. It's a DK. And he will be able to get the catch on 33. They will not give that beautiful rampage to Mickey, so I'm a little bit disappointed in the Team Liquid squad. But at the very least, they managed to almost wipe the entirety of Team Spirit.
Yeah, the thing is, there's no creeps in the mid lane. Storm was able to do with everything but the catapult wave. Yeah, this is 2 lanes. If you are crazy,
almost
you can
3.
Poke tier 4s.
Bottom tier 2 is the creeps are next to it. So you have a Spirit Breaker that can go murr and push it down.
Alright, let's see what they'll do. I guess you can just get 2 lanes in the Roche, right? That's probably the safer play.
Yeah, but safest for suckers.
TP on.
Okay, so I guess they're gonna
maybe kill Storm
try
here?
And catch the Storm.
They would expect them to Roche, so that's like the 4D chess play. Oh, wait, what?
The time it took him. Oh, and actually, there's going to be a catch coming through because there was an observer. What they lose and say the time it took.
Did they forget it was nighttime? Did what? What was that? That makes no sense.
Yeah. It took him as long of a time to TP back down towards the outpost, take the gateway to go towards Roche instead of just walking there.
That is... okay, that is crazy. I don't know what they were thinking. They're still gonna get Roshan. It's just very funny.
Like, if it was only Mika, I would be like, yeah, okay, that's a mistake. But Insania did the same. He's also doing the same route.
Well... It works out in the end. Miki picks up that Aegis. The cheese is going to be carried here by Nisha. Look at that Dragon Knight. Cloak of Flames, Mage Layer. He has 62 magic resistance in Dragon form. So yeah, good luck killing Nisha ever.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I really, by the way, love that the ancient skin with the golden dragon.
Oh yeah,
that one is so cool. The one that they added into the was it the recent the Lunar New Year?
Yeah,
or Chinese
the
New Year
one
box
after the winter one, right? The one after the Christmas.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because it was Year of the Dragon, and it looks so cool.
Yeah, I also like the ancient one now that it it persists. That's gonna be forever. Because for a while, I think they said it was only going to last for a year, right?
Yeah, but that just hurts. To be fair, they can make easy money by just doing that again every year, so...
Yeah, I mean, as long as you know, what doesn't have a cosmetic that could have a cosmetic, like a secret shop cosmetic? Give me a,
Dire's
I don't know,
bottom tower
give me barracks sponsored by Pepsi or something. I don't know, just
just barracks of Pepsi can. Yeah.
I'll be down.
I mean, in
Like,
CS:GO,
you buy
or
a- you
CS2,
buy a-
it used to be the Zeus always. That was like everyone wanted the Zeus skin. I think everything has pretty much a skin in maybe individual trees. It's a map part of the map skin, but you could like choose different trees, so you could get the cheat square trees.
Oh, BK
jump
gets
in onto
engaged.
Mickey. He does have the Aegis. The swap comes out, saves his life. First round
Satanic.
done. Jump in. Laurel has the Aghanim Scepter. Drag back coming in. Insania is dead. Mickey pops the Eclipse going in for the damage. There's going to be the second swap coming through from Mira that he sold to try and keep his allies alive. Mira is dropped in low. Can he get away? Centaur Stampede. Mira is actually out of there thanks to the Glimmer Cape. 33 loses his life as well. Laurel with another drag back, but only onto creeps. It seems this fight will be in favor of Team Spirit. They find 33, they find Insania, and they back off.
Clutch fight from Mira specifically. He dispels the Spirit Breaker. He survives the Luna right-clicking him. Just, I think he had Magic Missile stolen. I don't know how he stunned the Luna, but overall, very clutch fight there from Spirit. You don't lose the Aegis, but you munch some time. So they only have one extra chance to bridge high ground with the Aegis here.
This game is still very dangerous. Storm is closing in on his level 25 talent. He has that Aghanim Scepter, going Parasma next. One good AoE Electric Vortex with a Hoof Stomp, with a Sven Stormhammer, and you can easily wipe the Liquid lineup.
For sure. They do have that Axe, as you said, for that AoE push.
Here
Even the
also
Inks
still
well.
has the Stolen Swap.
Alright. Oh, now we have Ags on the Poshka as well, so look at that.
Oh no,
That dragon
Mira.
is scary. Oh,
That's... Unfortunately, you won't be able to use that swap that he previously stole. Top lane's pushing in, mid lane's pushing in. In comes 33, who's going to take that charge towards mid.
right.
He knows there's no Yule Scepter on the Dire side, so he doesn't really have much to fear. Here is his only threat this game on the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah. And his BKB is on cooldown. Does have an Axe now on 33, so that lower cooldown charge. And even his ascetic cap, he's like, everyone's so tanky on the side of Liquid. That is the one thing they're struggling. If you don't kill the supports, then those cores just last for a long time. And the one core you could say is a bit squishy does have an Aegis, but they cut the wave bottom. Really nice play from Laurel. So they don't really, unless you use the mid wave to go for the bottom lane of barracks, you're not gonna go. And I think they are just gonna poke. They are scared.
That is a nice Dark Portrait to steal.
Lotus
The
Orb.
illusion coming through towards mid. Boxy, A on this. Goodbye. They really need a nullifier on the side of Team Spirit at this stage. That DK, Elder Dragon form that you're going to be able to steal every single time thanks to Dark Portrait. It's very obnoxious.
Yeah, it's so scary. They are, you know, slowly munching at this tier 3 tower, but Liquid didn't manage to fully shut down Spirit. This game is starting to become really similar to game number 2, but now it's Liquid on the driver's seat instead.
Flaps on the side. Let's be a little bit careful.
Dire's bottom tower has
That ancient Black Dragon illusion pushing buildings. Range racks already taking a little bit of a tickle. They can just keep this going for quite some time. They just need Elder Dragon form to be back up. Manta Style, send him back in. He's got the Octarine core, so the downtime on Elder Dragon form is only 15 seconds.
You know what grinds my gears?
Dire's bottom
Why do illusions benefit from ascetics cap? Like, it's just not supposed to happen.
Because there are some dumb combinations with illusions regardless. Used to be a worse one. I hate the one that's, what's the item? Safety Bubble.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That
yeah,
one's
yeah, yeah.
stupid.
I mean, I'm glad they nerfed it, because in the past it was even worse. Remember when you could also... What was that one... That one neutral that they deleted that gave you an illusion that you could backpack? Remember that one?
God. I
Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? I don't remember
Yeah.
the name, but yeah. That one was also really broken. So I'm glad it was taken away.
I mean, neutral items that got zoned out are just a god's blessing, because the repair kit was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
True. That was just
The
definitely...
repair kit plus a lich on your team. What?
Oh, stolen lasso!
Onto Mickey. Soulbind comes out. Mickey, Luna does not have a way out, or does he? The swap save. Luna pops a satanic trying to run away. Insania's going to get taken down. And there's going to be a chase. BKB has ended on Mickey. Will be able to get out the dodge. Has a disperser currently on the Luna as well. And the push onto the range racks continues. Top lane is being pushed in the meantime. Currently, Liquid, all they kind of have to do is keep this up without losing the arrows and then get the next Roche.
Yeah, Spirit leaves the base, the DK illusions are too hard to handle, and so you just keep sending the illusions while they farm 70% of the map as Liquid. And yeah, they don't really have any plays. Spirit, they're just pinned to their base. The only play kind of appears when Roche spawns and Liquid stops with this pressure. So I think it's Spirit, they need to contest Roche, or else this game becomes really hard. They are actually gonna contest the triangle at nighttime, so it is a Luna. This is not an easy play.
Roche in 2 minutes, it's going to be up. Mira gets spotted out, smoke got broken. Zip in. BKB from Nisha is going to be staying alive so far, but Mira not so lucky with that Mickey smack from the Kanda damage. Looking for collapse and possibly even more. DK stun comes out, Soulbind onto lasso drag. Collapse is going to get taken away from the fight. Has the stampede, rejoins the fray. They're all going to get dragged on top of each other. Mickey's already killed off. Yatoro pockets the god strength. Can he find the target though? Has the blink at the ready. Going in onto Nisha. Cheese gets eaten. Gouda is good. Nisha going in back onto Yatoro, and they kill off the Luna, but they still have to deal with the DK Spirit Breaker, and they are doing so much work here. No Yatoro for a solid 90 seconds, and that is definitely going to be Megas, if not game.
They do have a glyph, but I think you have to save this for tier 4s. Look at how low the tier 4s are. This is all the illusion damage as well.
33 on the side. Status resistance doing a pretty good job. Nisha jumping in, going for the Grimstroke. Larl's going to be able to drag back Boxy at least, and they will lose Insania, who does have buyback available. They do get themselves Naposhka back after that death, and the disengage from Team Liquid right now. But the DK Illusion still pushing the tier 4 towers right now, and it's dropping thanks to the dots.
I mean, this is all tier 4s down. They're silencing the catapults to try and stop this. It's just not gonna work.
This is disgusting gaming. There's going to be a drag back from Lal trying to pump in the damage, but they don't have Yatoro to pump it through. Actually, collapse. What an output of damage in just a matter of seconds, thanks to that shard from the Storm Spirit. That overload saved them multiple times this game.
Has the Havoc Hammer as well. A lot of strength, but strength is not enough when you are against Mega Creeps. Gaben giving 2% here for Spirit. We'll see if they can make their magic, but so far it seems quite straightforward for Liquid. They just get Roche, save buybacks, and you can probably just brute force it.
Radiant are scanning.
I still haven't seen... I've seen one good combination on the side of Team Spirit pretty much this game.
Yeah.
Every single time it's Sven goes in, Storm comes in later, or Storm goes in, Sven comes in later, but they're not in sync.
Yeah, I agree. And it feels like a lot of the times it is Liquid initiating the fight, so they already lose the stampede to try and help someone to disengage. So once Spirit commits for their spells, the Sven just dies, right? We saw in that fight where it looked really good. Miki dies, but Yatoro, even though he's really farmed, just doesn't have the damage to kill people. So when he has to disengage, they just run him down with that DK form. It's impossible to get away from it.
Guess Insania Ags. Giving Insania the free Aghanim Scepter. They already have one on Bara, on DK as well, and Luna went for the Luna Blessing damage silence, so it's kind of meh on Luna.
Mm-hmm.
And now you got Insania being able to sacrifice himself and come back.
Spirit Breaker charging in. Does have Vision of Collapse. Oh, who's that?
Swap in. Collapses very quickly dead. That's
that a
not as
centaur?
tanky of a centaur I would have expected.
No buy. I
There
mean,
is still a fortification.
this looks over. 100 seconds, no collapse. How do you defend this?
There's a slow push coming out from that DK illusion.
Storm gets
Larl's
charged.
gonna get spotted, gonna get hit by the chart from 33. That was a little bit of an under zip by the Storm Spirit. But yeah, slowly but surely they're just losing their lives. Yatoro gets swapped back in by
Stolen
Insania,
swap.
and he's actually gonna get bashed up by 33 on the back end. Yatoro pops the God Strength, and BKB God Strength all used. There's a fortification coming out as well, but they just need to tickle the Ancient afterwards. Nothing they can throw at them on Team Spirit, and it will be close. I mean, Mickey's even going to pop the Eclipse, even though he just has to hit the Ancient twice to finish the job. It